Colleagues, I think we might recall that the African Union had established and adopted the Common African Agro-Pacts. And we're looking at this program as a program that is supposed to, number one, enable us to be able to implement the African Continental Free Trade Area, and secondly, also contribute to regional integration, and thirdly, also look at how we can replace some of the strategic agricultural commodities of Africa, which we're importing with significant amounts of our own budget and revenue. So I think at the level of the continent, we have been having that broader perspective on how we really would like to move with food self-sufficiency, regional integration, and also ensuring that we can implement the AfCFTA. And I think going forward, the ECA has been supporting the African Union Commission, particularly in terms of undertaking some studies between two countries, for example, the Ghana, Côte d'Ivoire, and which is why we are even here today in Accra for us to look at the outcomes of that study. So Joan, maybe you would want to tell us a bit about what the objectives of the studies were and what's been the outcome and how do we move going forward.
The study follows another study that we did in Zambia and Zimbabwe, looking at the possibilities of establishing a common agro-pact between the two countries. In that regard, we looked at the dairy and maize value chains. So moving now to the second opportunity that we have here, Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire, we convened in February and identified the cocoa and rice value chains as being strategic to the two countries, but also to the region. And we conducted comprehensive assessments in Côte d'Ivoire and in Ghana, looking at the challenges, the opportunities, but also what are some of the key legal and legislative frameworks that would underpin a common agro-pact, or at least the development of these value chains.
Exactly.
So now we are here to validate the report and hopefully come up with some key actions that will help us to move forward in terms of implementation in this regard.
Yeah.
And obviously at the regional level, we work with regional economic communities. In the case of Zambia and Zimbabwe, we work with COMESA, and in the case of Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire, we have worked with ECOWAS, and our colleague can brief us a little bit how this also is helping to achieve the regional objectives.
Actually, this agro-pact program has been endorsed by the ECOWAS Commission, and this particular program is fitting the initiative going on right now in ECOWAS Commission. We have meant to fast-track integration in West Africa, and we have some very big initiative going on right now, like the West African Industrial Common Policy that has been endorsed by the member states and waiting for the Council of Ministers to formally validate it. We have also what we call ECOWAS, that is the Common ECOWAS Agricultural Policy. Started in 2005 and it is finishing in 2025. And we are in the verge of adopting the new version of this ECOWAS. I have to say also we have endorsed Continental Free Trade Area, and in 2023 we have adopted the strategy for ECOWAS to accompany this big African initiative. So this particular project is well fitting in because Côte d'Ivoire, Ghana as two important in the integration of West Africa, and cocoa and rice are also two major crops in West Africa. It is part of co-op. It is also part of our industrial policy because this industrial policy has also agro-industrial component. It is very important for us. So ECOWAS is waiting for the conclusions, the recommendation of this study to take them into account in the action plan of these different initiatives going on.
This has actually shown that we can have all of these continental strategies and frameworks, and then we see how we're cascading them down to the regional level, and then from the regional level as well to the national level with the support of our regional economic communities and also think tanks like the UNECA that has also been very, very supportive of the broader continental program.